Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out rockbottomcoins.com for your one-stop shop of buying or selling coins and solo grinding services. Use code Zirksee at checkout for 10% off your order.
The whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat the Legends Gauntlet and how I was able to do it. Now I'm going to show you guys a bunch of different plays you can run, going over basically every single gauntlet, showing you guys what to do, and then also one that was highly requested was going over like the full game ones, and I'll show you guys what you have to do in those and like which plays I actually went with in those as well. So first off, I know the shirt, it's Christmas. You guys probably see it. Just came back from a Christmas party and it's currently midnight. I still have about 3 hours of sleep in me. I've been running on all day because of course I am max level 70, which by the way, those two videos I dropped, the MUT level 61 to 69 and of course the max level awards, you guys showed insane support and you guys have been just leaving like just crazy feedback, and I gotta say thank you guys so much. Saw a ton of comments yesterday, you know, saying how much you guys appreciated that I did that and stayed up all night, whatever. It means a lot. Thank you guys very much. I see all you guys mentioned on Twitter. I see your DMs. Try to respond to you guys as soon as I can. Sometimes it does, you know, get a little bit hard to reply to everybody when I don't have the most free time. But I do try to do my best. But thank you guys so much for the support. We also gained quite a few subscribers yesterday. So if you're new to the channel, thank you guys very, very much. But let's get right into how to beat the Legends Gauntlet. So first off, we're going to start with the passing ladder. This one's honestly like the easiest one besides the kicking, because literally just kicking. So when it comes to the passing ladder, all you guys have to do is pass from a touchdown from 1 yard out, pass from a touchdown from 90 on the final play. So I feel like all the way up to there is pretty easy. Now I have to say I am going to be using the Saints playbook for the passing one. I actually am going to be switching up my playbooks slightly for a couple of these other solo challenges. The defensive one will stay the same, and I'll show you guys a couple different defensive plays. I know it's one of the more like hard ones to do for you guys is going to be the defensive ones, and I gotta say some of these solos I myself even had to do over again. And yes, I know I have a super stacked team. Some of you guys don't have the most stacked team, so this might be a little bit harder for you to do, and I understand that, but I'm just going to be showing you guys what I was able to do with the team that I have, which yes, I know is really good, but still the best place to run. So when it comes to this, you literally just have to throw a 90-yard touchdown. This is once again out of the Saints playbook. It's in the gun split offset and it's Saints go. Then all you're going to want to do is max protect, so hit left bumper and up on the right stick so you block the two running backs. And of course I recommend you use a speedy wide receiver on the outside. Of course I have Amari Cooper, Jerry Rice, Tyreek Hill, and then it's pretty simple. Shuck it up. Even on the Legend, if you have a pretty speedy wide receiver on the outside, you'll basically be able to break open on the passing one. And for me, the passing one, literally, I think I did it like every single time on the first try. It's not a very hard solo to do. That's definitely the easiest ones out of all of the Gauntlet ones. Now, next up, I want to go over the rushing. And for the rushing ones, you guys are going to want to use the Vikings playbook. Now, it doesn't have to be the Vikings playbook, but any playbook that has this specific play in it will work. Now, I'm going to show you guys in the rushing ladder one, of course. This is a rush touchdown from 60 yards out in one play. There is also the rushing countdown, which you have to do a 99-yard rush touchdown. Which I guess I will show you guys this one for this. It's obviously the hardest one to do. This did take me quite a few tries because it's a 99-yard rush touchdown. It's not going to be very easy to do. But what you guys want to do, as soon as you load into the game, or of course you might even have this on your regular lineup, if you guys have any fast receivers, once again, I recommend you put them at wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2. Doesn't matter whichever one. But for me personally, I always have Tyreek Hill in the slot. So what I'm going to do now is switch him over to wide receiver 2. So what I'm going to do, you guys can see here, it's going to be in the Wildcat. So go to formation, go to Wildcat, and you're going to want to hit the right stick over until it says wide receiver at QB. Now, of course, wide receiver 2 at QB for me is Tyreek Hill because he's my wide receiver 2. Now, I like to use the quarterback power play, and to be honest, I feel like running it to the left works a little bit better for me personally. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say that this play might not work for every single person out there. This is just personally what I ran, and even sometimes for me, yes, I would still get blown up in the backfield, but this seems to be the best play for me, and you guys see right there on the very first try. Tyreek Hill is taking this one 99 yards to the house. I know some people sometimes like the solo or the the computer will like manually mid blitz or just like engage 8. So sometimes you will like completely get blown up. And I'll show you guys that again to show you that it might even happen to me here too. Wide receiver 2 with QB. Now, for some reason, that's going to be Jerry Rice, but it's whatever. We'll just show you this. Power to the left. Personally, I feel like the left just works a little bit better, I guess, because I don't even know why, but it just seems to work a little bit better for me. But you guys see right here, because we are backed up on the 1 yard line as well, they are probably not as likely to just completely, you know, blitz, because, of course, there's 99 yards open field if I decided to pass the ball, and the computer's a little bit smarter than that. So you guys see right there, hit a spin move, and again, 99-yard touchdown. So next up comes a little bit harder one. This is the defensive ladder. And guys, keep in mind, all the plays that I'm showing you will help you out when it comes to playing the full game. So do not allow a touchdown from 1 yard out in one drive. The hardest one for me was actually the one that's like do not allow any points from 30 yards out. This one was the hardest for me just because you had to stop them kicking a field goal. So they picked up like any yards. It kind of became a little bit harder. So I'm going to show you guys this one. Stopping them from the 1 yard line isn't that hard to stop them getting a touchdown. Literally just run like a basic cover 3 or something. Pitch your D line so that they can't run on you. That's about it. For this one, it comes a little bit harder. And I'm going to show you guys a couple of blitzes that I ran. Yes, I feel like the best thing to do when you're on defense is just blitz the computer. Now, a lot of people use mid blitz, and mid blitz is definitely not a very bad one, but this is going to be out of the Bears defense. I've literally been running this blitz for like the past 3 years. Out of the Bears defense, it's just an overload blitz. So you go to formation, 3-4 bear. It's the final one in 3-4, and the play is going to be pinch Mike 0. So what you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to use the middle linebacker that's going to be on the running back, put him in a middle read, then you're going to want to shift your D-line right, crash down, and pass him. That's all you got to do. It's an overload blitz. Now, yes, you know, they blocked the running back, so it might not come in instantly. But, of course, if they don't block the running back, then they're going to get sacked literally every single time. It's just a matter of we have more people blitzing than they have blocking. And, of course, we have more people coming off the right side. So, once again, just shift your D-line right, slant inside or crash down, whatever you want to call it, and then pass commit. And you can see Kevin Green is coming off that side again. Now, of course, they do pick up some yards there. Now, you can just run mid blitz, and I'll show you guys that as well. It's a nickel 2-4-5 double A gap mid blitz. Pretty simple as well. All you got to do with this one is use the safety that's on the running back and bring him down to the line of scrimmage. This does kind of help a little bit if you bring him down to the line of scrimmage. And you see right there, we once again have someone coming screaming from the right side, and we actually do get the hit on him. Now, because that is still a 50-yard field goal, I believe the computer will actually go for this. So this is where it gets kind of hard for me, is this one still, you basically have to get like 2 sacks to knock them out of field goal range, unless they just somehow miss it, or if you block the field goal, that of course will work as well. So let's see if we can block this, and we don't. They made it. But you guys get the point. You just have to run that 3-4 bear blitz, or you can run the mid blitz. That's how I did it. Now comes the hardest solos, and I gotta say, guys, it even took me a couple tries on some of these to actually beat them, because there is just a lot of stuff that you have to do. But you're going to want to take a combination of everything that I showed you and bring that knowledge into these games to play. Of course, you're going to play it a little bit differently, and I'm going to show you guys against the game number 5 how I was able to go ahead and beat this one. This is the hardest one. Of course, it is the final one. But the playbook you guys are going to want to run is going to be the Saints playbook. Now, if only you could run 2 playbooks at the same time so you guys could get the Wildcat. But I do recommend you run the Vikings or any playbook that has like the Wildcat power in order to go ahead and do the rushing countdown. But for this one, I'm going to be using the Saints. You have to rush for 75 yards in the game, rush for 2 touchdowns in the game, pass for 125 in the game, pass for 2 touchdowns, score 30 points, allow 75 or fewer total yards, and do not allow any points. It's extremely hard. Now, this one took me a couple tries. And again, guys, the defensive side of the ball, all you guys want to do is blitz. That's basically all you can do. Sometimes, you get beaten on a slant or something, and they might just take it 75 yards and have to restart. It's just kind of difficult to do. But when it comes to the rushing and the passing, I'm going to show you guys a couple plays that I personally ran to get these yards. Now, of course, you have to put up 30 points. You do have to score at least 1 touchdown every single quarter, plus you have to get an additional 2 points in there somehow. So we're just going to go down here at the 5-yard line, or actually 6-yard line, to give us a little bit more room. Now, when it comes to the running plays, because you don't have the Wildcat, I ran single back, wing tight, halfback dive. Now, the way that I run this play is as soon as I get the ball, and I even do this play online, you guys will see, What I'm going to do is, judged off of how Lawrence Taylor gets blocked, which he didn't get blocked very well, I just cut it to the outside and pick as many yards as I possibly can. Now, of course, you need to get 75 yards, so it's not super hard to get 75 yards doing that. If that doesn't work out for you, I also like to come out in Trey Y flex and run some inside zone. I personally like the single back halfback dive quite a bit. I also recommend you guys take off Chew Clock for the solo challenge. I have mine set to 10 automatically, but you can get some pretty good blocks, and pick up another 8 yards there. Already 16 yards in off just 2 rushing plays. And then, of course, if you go to a sweep, quick pitch out of the single back bunch base, it's just a halfback toss to the right side. So those are the 3 plays that I actually ran with to get some rushing yards and also to get some rushing touchdowns. Now, when it came to the goal line, is we have to get kind of lucky there and break tackle. When it came to the goal line, I ran a lot of still single back, halfback dive to try and punch in those touchdowns. Now, when it comes to the passing plays, you can still run this Saints Go, but personally, like the best 2 that I ran a lot would be Trey Y Flex, of course, PA Crossers, and Fake Screen Wheel. It still works in solo challenges. It's not going to work every single time. It's not super glitchy, but if you can catch the computer and like a cover 2, or even a cover 3 sometimes, you can definitely beat them over the top. As you guys can see right here, we're going to have Tyreek Hill, and to be honest, I probably made a terrible read there because I'm pretty sure Amari Cooper was wide open right off the rip. Don't roast me for that read. I'm very tired. But we're going to come out in PA Crossers as well, and you guys already know, PA Crossers is like the go-to. You see people in competitive Madden even run this play. It's super glitchy. Wait for B to get open. Possession catch. Pick up an easy 25 yards. Now I gotta come out once again to Fake Screen Wheel to show you guys that actually know how to make a read here. And let's see if Tyreek Hill or Amari Cooper actually get open on the start. It looks like Cooper's not gonna be open, but Tyreek Hill is gonna be open on the deep lob. And he actually, ooh, he gets tackled by Sean Taylor there. But you guys get the point. That's exactly how I was able to do it. Now when it comes to the defense side of the ball, again, mid blitz, 3-4 bear, pinch Mike 0. That's how I was able to do it. And again, guys, it does take some time. You know, sometimes you might not get enough points. Sometimes you might fail this. But that was how I was able to do it. So I hope these tips did help you guys out. And if you guys have any other tips to help some other people out as well that maybe I missed out on or I didn't mention this video, let me know down below so you guys can go ahead and complete these solos as well. It took me like probably like 5 hours, to be honest, around there to go ahead and complete these solo challenges. They weren't super long to do. Of course, I do have a pretty solid team. So if you don't have like a 90 overall plus, it might take a little bit longer for you guys to go ahead and actually beat them. But I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys are absolutely insane. I'll see you guys next time.